All right, part two, we'll call it. Yeah, part two. So the first step is you get your diag, your VX diag in the mail, right? Plug it into the computer. You're going to go to the link in the description or search for VX diag diagnostic software download, and it'll take you to their website where you bought it from, and you scroll down to current version. That's what you're looking for, VX Manager. And then you're just going to download it, and you're going to install it, and it's going to run, and you're going to have a VX Manager installed. Let's see. Okay, there it is, VX Manager. All right, and then I usually open this guy up, I'll plug in my device, and eventually it'll recognize the device. And because the first time you use it, it's going to say license is out of date, and you'll go update license, and it won't freaking work no matter what you do, because you need to get it connected first. So there may be a driver install. You may have to reboot your laptop a couple times. You may have to go to Windows Update and get Microsoft.NET 3. I don't know. Plug it in. It's going to notice it eventually. You'll see the little lights flashing on it. And eventually you'll get to where you can hit firmware. And when you hit firmware, even if it says the same firmware, like .9.2.1, whatever, hit update firmware. It's going to try and update firmware. It's going to see that it's the same firmware. It won't update the firmware. But then it'll say license updated. All right, now you can close this, because it every like 9 months or whatever, it's going to say the license needs to be updated, whatever. So you get VX Manager, you're done with that. Okay, now, next link in the description, you're going to need to go to PCM Hammer Release GitHub, currently 021. The links are going to be current of the date of this broadcast, so you may need to search these. That's why I'm including descriptions. Anyway, PCM Hammer, that's what you want. Don't get it from the Microsoft.com store. It's right here, the zip. PCM Hammer 021.zip. Just click that. It'll download it. Install that. Now, the first time you connect this and open PCM Hammer, this guy right here and this guy right here, you're going to see everything's grayed out, and you got to hit select device, okay? And you're going to select J2534 device with it plugged in to the USB, okay? And then down here under J2534 devices, you hit the drop down, you'll see the VX diag. On rare occasions, you can hit enable Forex communication and hit OK. Then when you hit read properties, it's just going to read it. And you want to see the battery voltage. It's just going to read it. And then when you hit read up here in tools, read entire, that's what's going to actually copy an exact copy of your computer onto your actual laptop. So you hit read entire. If it says Forex communication declined, yada yada yada, it won't work, then go back up to select device and turn off enable Forex communication, then hit OK, then hit tools, then hit read entire PCM. It's going to ask you what you want to name it. I always choose the name of the year, the engine, the tranny, 4x4 or not, and then the actual OS. We'll show you the OS is going to be what pops up here. It'll be operating system, and then that's where you go to your bin files repository and you find that OS, like 7603, whatever. Next, the Blue Cat transmission tool. A lot of links just end up taking you to this Camaro whatever Chevy guy, bctrans.zip. That's the one. So you can find it other ways, like this guy's website. It's real annoying. He claims to have it. There's multiple different places to find it. Blue Cat transmission table software, whatever. All right, so next you need to search for Tuner Pro RT, the download. So hit downloads if it just takes you here. And you want the RT, the Pro. You're not going to register, just download it. You'll see why later. It's free. It's all free. So get the RT Pro, not the basic. Okay, download that, install that, just wherever it tells you to install it. Okay, next we want the universalpatcher.net, and then download latest version. It's gonna take you to it just downloads it. Cool. Next, search for PCM bin builder. It's gonna take you to a GitHub called Jokoi, and usually you can just hit this drop down over here and download the zip, and Baba Ganoush, Bob's your uncle. So you open that up, you install that, and it's probably, I think that one, it's just a folder, so you can just put that folder on your desktop. All right, VxDiag we already got. Now you need to add these as a bookmark in your browser here. Board Truck Owner and Snowman. So we got github.com, Board Truck Owner. If you Google that, it should pop up. And then you have Snowman 002, like snow with no W. SNO man 002. Tune Repository, Tuner Pro EFI Live. This one is a very extensive categories of not only the not only the P01 from 99 to 02, but the P59 from 03 to 07. He has all of them. If it has an XDF file under it that works, let's say for example P59, we go to software, and then I go down to operating system that I'm running is a 7603, I want to say. And then you just hit one of these bins, but you'll see at the bottom, if you read the notes, it'll talk about if an XDF, you need the XDF file. It has to be a release.txt. That's the definition file that explains what those bins say inside of them. You will need these. It comes later. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Anyway, add these repositories, the GitHubs, they'll be in the description, as a bookmark. See how I got my bookmark tab? They're right there, XDF and bins. So, and you'll need these if you're going to flash more than one computer. You might need it for your computer. All right, and then the very last, I'll have a link as well, but you need to search GM-P01-P59 Tuner Pro plugin. And then if you look on that Jokoi PCM bin builder, the Jokoi, you go up back to Jokoi, and you can find his GM checksum plugin, and you're going to need the GM P01 P59 checksum plugin.dll. You hit that, it's going to open to nothing, and then over here next to raw, you hit download raw file. If it doesn't say that, you can right click and usually save link as, boom, and it'll save it as a .dll if it doesn't automatically. All right, then we need to go and find that file in our downloads right there, our DLL, and we're going to highlight it and then Control C to copy it. And then we need to go to where our install happened for, what was it? Program files x86, Tuner Pro RT, and then Tuner Pro files, and then we're going to just click the folder and Control V, and I already have it there, but that's where it needs to go. All right, program files x86, Tuner Pro RT, Tuner Pro files, put it right there. You will need this later. Trust me, do it. All right. Next part coming up.